Good morning, students. We were studying about chapter number 6 political parties. In this chapter, in the previous lectures, we had studied about what is the meaning of political parties, what are the different functions of political parties, and why political parties are necessary. Now, the next topic which we have is how many parties should we have? Okay. Now, in this topic, we are going to discuss that how many parties should we have for elections. Now, we have different party systems. Okay. First is the one party system. In one party system, in some countries, only one party is allowed to control and run the government. In one party system, there is only one party to control the government and to hold power. For example, we can see that in China we have only communist party to allow to rule. Only one party is there in China, that is the communist party. So this is the meaning of one party system. Secondly, we come to two party system. Obviously, one party system has one party who has the control to run the government. In two party system, here power is divided among two parties. In some countries, power is shared between two main parties. There are two main parties where these power is shared between these two. For example, we can say the United States of America and United Kingdoms. These are examples of two party system. Then we have multi-party system. Now in multi-party system, we have many parties which are competing for power and more than two parties have reasonable chance of winning. Now in this multi-party system, what is? There are many parties who are competing for the power, who wants to control the government and run, okay, and hold the power, but they have any party has reasonable chance of winning. Any party can win, okay. For example, in India we have many parties. We have Bhajpa, we have Congress, we have many more. Since multi-party tend to offer more choice to voters, it is considered better than others. Means multi-party system is considered better than other party system because it gives us many choices. Now we will differentiate between two-party system and multi-party system. In two-party system, we are first going to see the features of two-party system. It presents voters a simple choice. Obviously, voter will have one choice that he has to choose the first one or he has to choose the second one. So he gets a simple choice. Second, it provides for stable government. Obviously, if this not, then this one party. Third, are not as flexible because they have more or less rigid set of opinion on every issue. Means on every issue they will have some or the less, more or less opinion. Okay. For example, USA and United Kingdoms. Whereas if we are talking about the multi-party system, it provides voters with many choices. If we have a multi-party system, we have different parties, and it will provide voters a many choice. Then in this, government is not stable. Okay, government is not stable. It can go, the control or the power can go to any government. It is more responsive to a change or shift in public opinion. For example, India. Okay, responsive to a change means any shift or any change in the public opinion can change the government. If the people are liking a person, okay, if they are liking a party, they will give their vote to them. If they do not like, they can change their opinion also, so the government also changes. Means first 5 years people are liking like BJP, okay, they will vote for BJP. If they are not liking, if their opinion about the party is changing, then they can give the next vote to the Congress section. So this is for multi-party system. Then we have national parties. We had talked about the one party system, two party systems, and multi party system. Now we are going to talk about the national parties. What are national parties? National parties are those parties that it secures at least 6% of total votes in Lok Sabha election. Means whenever whenever Lok Sabha elections are conducted, at least 6% of the total votes, whatever votes are being given, at least 6% of it, and or assembly election in 4 states, and wins at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha. Okay, means what that means, that 6% of total votes in Lok Sabha elections or assembly elections in 4 states and wins at least 4 seats, means you require 4 seats to win a part. For example, we can say now in national parties we have example as BJP, okay, Congress, Bahujan Samaj Party, and we know all the symbols also. The symbol of BJP is lotus, symbol of Congress is hand, symbol of Bahujan Samaj Party is elephant. So this means national party. A simple and definition for national party is that a party which secures at least 6% of total votes in Lok Sabha election or assembly election in 4 states and wins at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha. This is the definition of national parties. For example, I said BJP, Congress, Bahujan Samaj Party, and many more. Okay, then we had state parties. Now, what is a state party? When we are talking about national parties, now we are going to talk about state parties. Wait a minute. Okay. Now, state parties. Now, state parties means those parties which secures at least 6% of total votes in election to legislative assembly. Okay. There we had total of 6% of total votes in election to Lok Sabha. Okay, Lok Sabha elections, if we secure 6%, at least 4 votes, 4 seats, then that party is known as national party. But in this state party, it requires 6% of the total votes in elections to legislative assemblies of state and wins 2 seats. For नेशनल पार्टी का क्या था, 6% वोट्स चाहिए थे लोकसभा इलेक्शंस में और 4 सीट्स चाहिए थी. और यहाँ पर स्टेट पार्टीज़ में कैसा है कि 6% टोटल वोट्स चाहिए लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में और 2 सीट्स चाहिए. नाउ फॉर द एग्जांपल ऑफ स्टेट पार्टीज़ वी कैन सी आम आदमी पार्टी, ऑल इंडिया फॉरवर्ड ब्लॉक, and the symbol of Aam Aadmi Party, broom, and All India Forward Bloc is lion, and many more parties are there. So this is the difference between the national parties and state parties. Now there comes a quotation, a very good quotation, or we can say a very good quotation is given by William Penn. He says that if man be good, government cannot be bad. Means if man is good, okay, the man who is running the government or who is holding the power, if he is good, the government will never be bad. So this is said by William Penn. Okay, so here you can see the regional, there is given a regional parties in India. There are many much more, Aam Aadmi Party, All Indian Arena parties, and many more. Now here we have a next topic, that is challenges to political parties. We have discussed about what are the different party systems, the differentiation between all of them. We saw national parties, the state parties. Now we will see that what are the challenges which are being faced by these political parties. Now in this, the first challenge which is to the political parties is lack of internal democracy within parties. Means there is tendency in political parties towards concentration of power in an or few leaders at the top. Okay, now what happens here, there is a tendency all over the world, not about India but all over the world, there is a tendency in political parties towards the concentration of power in one or few leaders at the top. Obviously they have a tendency, parties do not conduct internal elections, and ordinary members do not get sufficient information. And what happens inside the party, means parties do not keep membership registers, they do not have membership registers, they do not give organizational meetings, they do not conduct internal elections, and the ordinary members of the party, means the leaders do not do all this, and the members of the party, the ordinary members, they do not get sufficient information. ओके कि पार्टी में क्या चल रहा है ये सब ऑर्डिनरी मेंबर्स को इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं मिलती है। जो ये पार्टी लीडर्स होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल मीटिंग्स नहीं करते, मेंबरशिप रजिस्टर जो उनको रिकॉर्ड रखना चाहिए वो नहीं रखते हैं, इंटरनल जो इलेक्शंस रेगुलरली उन्हें हेल्ड करनी चाहिए, कंडक्ट करनी चाहिए वो नहीं करते, और जो उनके जो ऑर्डिनरी मेंबर्स हैं उनको भी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं होती कि पार्टी के अंदर क्या हो रहा है। दे डू नॉट हैव द मीन्स और द कनेक्शन नीडेड टू इन्फ्लुएंस द डिसीजन, मतलब उनके पास कोई ऐसी मीन्स भी नहीं होती, कोई ऐसा कनेक्शन भी नहीं होता कि उनका डिसीजन इन्फ्लुएंस हो सके। एज अ रिजल्ट द लीडर्स अस्यूम ग्रेटर पावर टू मेक डिसीजंस इन द नेम ऑफ द पार्टी, मीन्स जो भी लीडर्स करते हैं वो सही, वो ही करेक्ट होता है, मतलब ठीक है, वो जो करते हैं वही फाइनल होता है, मतलब जो भी ऑर्डिनरी मेंबर्स है उनके पास कहने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं होता। ओके, then next we have the dynastic successions. Now dynastic succession, okay, those who happen to be the leaders are in a position of unfair advantage to favor people to choose to close to them or even their family members. अब क्या होता है कि पार्टीज़ में बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि जहाँ पर लोग जो अपने पहचान वाले होते हैं, जो अपने क्लोज मेंबर्स होते हैं, जो भी उनके फैमिली मेंबर्स होते हैं, उन्हें ही हमेशा पोजीशन देने के बारे में सोचते हैं, हमेशा उन्हें ही वोट, उन्हें ही सपोर्ट करने के बारे में सोचते हैं। ओके, सो दोज हु हैपन टू बी द लीडर्स आर इन अ पोजीशन ऑफ अनफेयर एडवांटेज, उनके पास एक एडवांटेज होता है कि वो अपने लोगों को, अपने क्लोज मेंबर्स को, अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स को सपोर्ट कर सकें। ओके, सो दिस इज़ विथ डायनेस्टिक सक्सेशन, मतलब कि जो भी उनके क्लोज मेंबर्स होते हैं उनको दिया जाता है। मोस्ट ऑफ द पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज डू नॉट प्रैक्टिस ओपन एंड ट्रांसपेरेंट पोजिशंस फॉर द फंक्शनिंग। देर आर फ्यू वेज फॉर एन ऑर्डिनरी वर्कर टू राइज टू द टॉप। दोज हु हैपन टू बी द लीडर्स आर इन अ पोजिशन ऑफ अनफेयर एडवांटेज टू फेवर पीपल क्लोज टू देम और इवन देयर फैमिली मेम्बर्स, मतलब जो भी लीडर्स होते हैं वो या तो उनके पास एक एडवांटेज होता है, एक अनफेयर एडवांटेज होता है कि या तो वो अपने फैमिली मेम्बर्स को फेवर करे या फिर कोई क्लोज मेम्बर को फेवर करे। The top positions are always controlled by members of one family. Okay, so this is also bad for democracy. Since people who do not have adequate experience or popular support come to occupy positions of power, मतलब कि जिनके पास इतनी एक्सपीरियंस नहीं होता, इतना सपोर्ट नहीं होता, फिर भी वो पोजिशंस ऑक्यूपाई करते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज दे आर डायनेस्टिक सक्सेशंस ऑफ द लीडर्स. So this is the second challenge, which is to the political party. Now the third challenge to the political party is about the growing role of money and muscle power in parties. Now what happens here? The parties tend to nominate those candidates who have or can raise lots of money. अब पार्टी भी उन्हीं कैंडिडेट्स को खड़ा करती है जिनके पास बहुत सारे पैसे होते हैं, जो बहुत सारे पैसे इन इलेक्शंस पे लगा सकते हैं. Okay, these parties are focused only on winning elections. They tend to use shortcuts to win elections. बहुत सारी पार्टीज ऐसी होती हैं जो कुछ शॉर्टकट्स यूज़ करती है क्योंकि उन्हें कैसे भी करके इलेक्शंस जीतने होते हैं. सो दे टेंड टू नॉमिनेट दोज कैंडिडेट्स हु हैव और कैन रेज लॉट्स ऑफ मनी, मतलब वो उन्हीं कैंडिडेट्स को खड़ा करते हैं जिनके पास पावर, मनी का पावर होता है, जिनके पास मनी होते ताकि वो खर्च कर सकें. और भी फिर रिच पीपल एंड कंपनीज हु गिव फंड्स टू द पार्टी से टेंड टू हैव इन्फ्लुएंस ऑन द पॉलिसीज एंड डिसीजंस ऑफ द पार्टी. जो भी लोग इन पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज़ को जो भी फंड कर रहे होते, जो भी ये लोग होते हैं, उनके पास भी ऐसी पावर होती है कि वो इन पार्टी के डिसीजंस को इन्फ्लुएंस कर सके, मतलब चेंज कर सके, फिर बदल थोड़ा कर सके. ठीक है, सो दिस वॉज द थर्ड चैलेंज टू द पॉलिटिकल पार्टी. Now the next or the last challenge to the political party is lack of meaningful choices. Okay, every often parties do not seem to offer a meaningful choice to the voters. मतलब हर पार्टी वोटर्स को एक मीनिंगफुल चॉइस नहीं दे पाती. Okay, in order to offer meaningful choice, party must be significantly different. Okay, then in order to differ meaningful choices to voters, parties must be significantly different. They should be different. In recent years, there has been a decline in the ideological differences among parties in most parts of the world. मतलब वो लोगों को उतने meaningful choices नहीं दे पाते हैं. ठीक है, so this was the challenges to the political party. Now, there is a quotation said by Thomas Jefferson that if a law is unjust, a man is not only right to disobey it, he is obligated to do so. मतलब कि अगर कोई कानून गलत है तो एक इंसान के पास सिर्फ उसके पास वो राइट नहीं है कि वो उसे नकार सके, मतलब ना माने, लेकिन उसके पास ही इज़ ऑब्लिगेटेड टू डू सो, उसे ज़रूरी है कि वो उस कानून को ना माने. इफ़ अ लॉ इज़ अनजस्ट, अ मैन इज़ नॉट ओनली राइट टू डिसोबे इट, ही इज़ ऑब्लिगेटेड टू डू सो. And the second quotation is given by Alan Murray. Okay, people shouldn't be afraid of their government. Government should be afraid of the people. मतलब लोगों को सरकार से डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, सरकार को लोगों से डरना चाहिए. Okay, so that goes the two sayings by Thomas Jefferson and by Alan Murray. Now, the last topic here we have is that how can parties be reformed? Okay, parties को reform कैसे किया जा सकता है? The Constitution was amended to prevent elected members from changing parties. This was done because many elected representatives were indulging in defection in order to become minister or for cash rewards. अब जो Constitution था was amended to prevent elected members from changing parties. मतलब जो भी elected members हैं उन्हें अपनी parties change करने से रोकने के लिए Constitution को amend किया गया था. दिस वॉज डन बिकॉज मेनी इलेक्शन, जो भी इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स थे वो गलत कामों में लगे हुए थे, मतलब कैसे भी करके पहले पैसे दे के पहले गलत रास्ते चुन के भी उन्हें मिनिस्टर्स बनना था, और फॉर कैश रिवॉर्ड्स पैसों के लिए भी वो सब लोग करते थे. द सुप्रीम कोर्ट पास्ड एन ऑर्डर टू रिड्यूस द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ मनी एंड क्रिमिनल्स. नाउ सुप्रीम कोर्ट व्हाट इट डिड, इट पास्ड एन ऑर्डर टू रिड्यूस द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ मनी, कि पैसों का जो इन्फ्लुएंस है उसे रोका जा सके और क्रिमिनल्स इस लाइन में ना आ सके, मतलब वो इलेक्शन के लिए खड़े ना हो सके. Just because for this the Supreme Court had passed an order. Now it is mandatory for every candidate who contests election to file an affidavit giving details of his property and criminal cast pending against him. नाउ इट इज़ मैंडेटरी, मतलब ये ज़रूरी हो चुका है कि जो भी कैंडिडेट इलेक्शंस में खड़ा हो रहा है उसको एक फाइल एफिडेविट देनी होगी अपनी प्रॉपर्टी डिटेल्स को लेकर के, उसके पास कितनी प्रॉपर्टी है, और क्रिमिनल कास्ट पेंडिंग अगेंस्ट देम, मतलब उसके अगर खिलाफ कोई क्रिमिनल केस तो नहीं है या ऐसे कुछ बात है. Okay, so just because of this that the constitution the Supreme Court passed an order to reduce the influence of money and criminals. Now it is mandatory for every candidate who contest elections to file affidavit giving details of his property and criminal cast pending against him. Okay, then where is that the election commission passed an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their organization elections and file their income tax returns. Now the election commission who conducts the elections, they also have given an order that it is necessary for political parties that whenever they are organizing elections or whenever they are conducting elections, they have to file their income tax returns, मतलब कितना इनकम टैक्स उन्होंने भरा है, कितना बाकी है, वो सारे जो भी डिटेल्स है वो सब इनको इलेक्शन कमीशन को देना होता है. A law should be made to regulate the internal affairs of political parties, मतलब जो भी internal affairs political parties के अंदर होते हैं उसके लिए कानून बनाया गया है. Should be made compulsory for political parties to maintain a register. जो पहले हमने बात की थी कि जब हम चैलेंजेस टू पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज़ के बारे में बात करते हैं कि पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज़ में रजिस्टर मेंटेन नहीं होती, उनकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल मीटिंग्स नहीं होती, जो ऑर्डिनरी मेंबर्स होती है वो भी उन्हें भी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं होती, तो एक लॉ बनाया गया है कि जिसकी वजह से पार्टीज हैव टू मेंटेन अ रजिस्टर ऑफ इट ओन, टू फॉलो इट्स ओन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, टू हैव एन इंडिपेंडेंट अथॉरिटी, टू एक्ट एज अ जज इन केस ऑफ पार्टी डिस्प्यूट्स, टू होल्ड ओपन इलेक्शंस टू द हाईएस्ट पोस्ट. सो इट should be done. Then we have it should be made mandatory for political parties to give minimum number of tickets, about 1/3 of tickets to the women candidates. मतलब सिर्फ मेन को ही नहीं बल्कि वुमेंस को भी इसमें जोड़ा जाए. मीन्स इट शुड बी मैंडेटरी फॉर पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, मतलब 1/3 जो भी टिकट्स का 1/3 है वो वुमेन कैंडिडेट्स को भी दिया जाए. देयर शुड बी अ कोटा फॉर वुमेन इन द डिसीजन मेकिंग बॉडीज ऑफ द पार्टी, मतलब जो वो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज है उसमें एक अलग कोटा वुमेंस को भी दिया जाए. Then There should be state funding of election. The government should give parties money to support the election expenses. मतलब स्टेट फंडिंग भी होनी चाहिए जिसके जहाँ पर जो गवर्नमेंट है वो इलेक्शंस के लिए पार्टी को सपोर्ट करे. दिस सपोर्ट कैन बी गिवन इन काइंड पेट्रोल, पेपर, टेलीफोन. जैसे पेट्रोल के रूप में, पेपर के रूप में, टेलीफोन के रूप में एग्जाम्पल दे सके. और इट कुड बी गिवन इन कैश ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द वोट सिक्योर्ड बाय द पार्टी इन द लास्ट इलेक्शन. लास्ट इलेक्शन में उस पार्टीज ने कितने वोट सिक्योर किए उस हिसाब से उनको कैश भी मिलना चाहिए. सो दीज आर सम सजेशंस विच आर एक्सेप्टेड बाय दीज पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज एंड दीज आर सम changes that can be done. Beside these, we have other two ways in which political parties can be reformed. One is that people can put pressure on political parties. मतलब कि जो लोग हैं वो political parties पर pressure बनाए रखें. This can be done through petitions, publicity and agitations. ठीक है, ये सब भी हो सकता है. Ordinary citizens, pressure groups and movements and the media can play an important role in this. Means whenever people have any problem with the political party, they can do it through petitions, publicity and agitations. Okay. If political parties feel that they would lose public support by not taking up reforms, they would become more serious about reforms. Obviously, if people are against the political party, they will lose the support, and so they would become more serious that they have to reform their parties. And second one is that political parties can improve if those who want this join political parties. Means political parties can improvement can be made in the political parties if those who want this, मतलब who want these reforms, कि ये रिफॉर्म सारे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज में हो सके, वो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज ज्वाइन कर लें. The quality of democracy depends on the degree of public participation. Obviously, democracy किसके लिए है? लोगों के लिए. Okay, it is for the people, by the people and of the people. So it depends that what is the type of quality of democracy depends upon the degree of public participation. मतलब public कैसे participate कर रही है उसके हिसाब से democracy होती है. It is difficult to reform politics if ordinary citizens do not take part in it and simply criticize it from the outside. मतलब कि अगर लोग इसमें पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करेंगे तो ये बहुत ही मुश्किल हो जाएगा इन पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज़ को रिफॉर्म करना. द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ बैड पॉलिटिक्स कैन बी सॉल्व बाय मोर एंड बेटर पॉलिटिक्स. ओके, सो थैंक यू. दिस इज़ फॉर टुडे. थैंक यू.